Hi, it's Robert from the Gym 10. I hope you're well. Welcome to this ab and back conditioning training session. Easy for me to say. Okay, welcome to this session. This session is all about needing to define your abdominal muscles. Okay, so the muscle in the front here. So we need to work a couple of things. We're going to work on our back strength. We're going to try and work on our posture. The difference is moving the hip flex as well. The idea of this class here is we're going to hold an exercise and then we're going to try and move. Okay, so it's quite a complex training session. You will definitely know that you've got a set of abdominal muscles at the end of this class. Grab yourself a pint of water. Take a sip, and only a sip, lick it around your lips. Don't want to be gulping it and filling up your tummy. So fill this up with a little lick around the lips. Okay. From there, close the doors, let people know you're taking part in the training session, and then find yourself a space. From here, you want to find a mat on the floor, and you want a couple of sets of little hand weights for you as well for the session. Okay, so from here, let's find a space. We're just going to rock and rotate across our body. So from here, just twist and turn. Now feel how much movement you're going side to side. I just want you to try and create, imagine you've got a wooden top and you're just spinning on that axis here. So rotating and turning. Now have a look at your feet. I want your feet so that they are a fist gap apart. So make that measurement for me. Check how far apart your feet are. Now your big toe needs to be slightly turned in, and you should be able to feel as you work through the rotation of the column here, the body, you should feel that your big toe to your little toes are flat to the floor. Slow, controlled rotation of the body. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more. Last one here. Looking good. Come down to a side bend. Slowly reaching each side. Nice. 4 more here. Try and take the elbow up nice and high, running those fingers up to your armpits each time. Last one here. From here, forward hinge, reaching down towards your feet and slowly come back up again. Sticking your bottom back. Feel that range through the body. Each time you come up, drive that pelvis forward. So 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one here. Right, circumvent your hips. So you're going to do a nice big hula hoop action here with your pelvis. Slowly rotate back, round, and through. Counterclockwise, go back the opposite way. And as you're rolling around the pelvis here, just make sure that your feet stay completely flat to the floor. Big toe to little toe, all the way down to the ground as you rotate all the way through. And from there, release. Take a walk around, just shake out the body. Find any glitches, take a little sip of your water as well. Okay, so from here, we're going to grab your hand weights if you feel comfortable to do so. If you don't feel comfortable with maybe a side strain or hiatus hernia or some hernia that you've developed, then leave the weights out of it until you've had a few little practice. Okay, so from here, we're going to load the right side of our body. We're going to take it down into a side drop And we are going to keep our chest nice and straight. Come back up. Imagine you've got a sheet of glass, and that sheet of glass is through the middle of your body, and you are literally spinning on that point. So there's no drop of the chest, there's no extension, it's a simple side bend here. Now this arm here can rest, you can do whatever it chooses, but I want you to try and allow yourself to drop a bit further to the side. And you're going to hold. And as you do this, I want you to clench muscles in the side here. And to do that, you'll need to clench your glutes here. And you should feel a little pull into the side of your tummy muscles. If you can't, you've possibly got a bit more range here. And you're dropping down to the side. It's a lovely extension all the way through here. And we're keeping this nice and taut. Keeping it nice and strong and held. Really defining the side of these tummy muscles here. External, internal oblique muscles. And the side of our transverse abdominal. From here, as the class denotes, we're now going to gently move. We're going to pulse on that side. Keep your chest up. Feel the lengthening through the side of the body. Keep this engaged here, the glutes nice and tight. Keep working. It's a slow and controlled bounce and move. It's not an energetic, dynamic bouncing movement. You are in control. You can go slower and you might find a slight improvement in the technique. Keep your chin off your chest. See how far you can reach. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back up. Change arms, weights into the other side. Remember that sheet of glass. Just wiggle your hips around. You should feel that something is definitely developed and worked there. Let's try again to the side. So the weight's going gently down to the side. Check the toes. Lift the chest. And drop yourself down to a position and then hold. Feel that extension through the side of the toe muscles. Drive your pelvis forward again. Keep that nice sheet of glass all the way through the body. And from there, we're going to pulse again. And again, seeing if you can reach a little bit further each time. Remembering that sheet of glass, remembering on the outside here, we're trying to engage the side of the body. Also, right into the glutes, get that tightened up. Can you feel that lengthening through the side of the body? Can you feel your body having to work hard to strengthen, to counteract the movement? Feeling a bit of an eccentric contraction, pulling into that, resisting that lowering phase each time. Good work. 5 more here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly coming back up. Roll the pelvis. And then taking yourself down to the floor. Place the weights up at the head end of your mats, because you're going to need those a bit later on. Coming down to the floor and laying on your front. Stretch yourself out nice and tall and long. Make sure you've got enough room here. You might need to turn diagonally on your mat. Okay. And from here, you can choose to take one weight into it. And you're going to go into the saucer hold. I'd recommend you start off without the weight, just to see how much range you have got. You might choose to take both weights into the exercise and hold. Stretch yourself out as long as you can. Feel the level that suits you. Your elbows can gently touch the floor. But I want you to try and keep the weight of your arms through your shoulders. So you're holding that weight up and holding that body weight. Try and push that weight as far away from your body as you can. Keeping your arms down, just hovering the floor, or just gently resting on the floor, depending on the strength in your shoulders. Trying to keep the knees off the floor, holding strong. Push that weight as far away from your body as you can. You'll feel your glutes will engage and the strength all the way through your back. Gently release. Shake out your hips, shake out your arms. And from there, we're now going to try and move. So we're going to slowly lower the feet to the floor. Lengthen our body out, stretch out through our arms. We're going to lift our arms and our legs at the same time. Let's go. Every movement is slow and controlled. And rest. Good work. Leaving the weight down on the floor, roll to your back. Again, stretch your body out nice and tall and long. Placing your feet flat to the floor. Take a gentle curl up. Bring your shoulders back, chest looking up to the ceiling. We're going to hold this abdominal crunch position here. Abs in nice and tight, feet flat to the floor, lower back engaged to the ground. Chin up, chest up, look up high towards the ceiling. If you choose, you want to make this exercise a little bit harder. Stretch one weight up over chest height, reaching up towards the ceiling. Grab a second one if you choose. Again, chin off the chest, isometric hold, toe to heel flat to the floor, and hold. Again, you don't have to use the weights, you can just hold using your body weight. And if it's too much, you just drop your elbows down to the ground and just give yourself a bit of support to hold you up in that position. Keep that range, keep it strong. Chin off your chest, looking up high. Feel your abs are starting to shake a bit. Keep the strength there. Keep your chin right back. And if at this point you're feeling your neck muscles, I would suggest that you have a look at your day-to-day activity and work out why your neck muscles would be hurting. And the reason behind that is perhaps you spend a lot of time looking at a computer or sitting at a chair or a desk, or that your neck muscles are being used very hard throughout the day just to hold your posture. Gently release. Relax off your neck, relax off your shoulders. We're now going to work through that crunch movement, and off we go. Our shoulder blades coming off the floor, chin looking up, off the chest, eyes looking up towards the ceiling, crunching up and through. Shoulder blades staying off the floor all the way through this movement. Keep those deep breaths nice, controlled and easy. Rep as slowly and as comfortably as you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Stretching your body out as tall as you can, as long as you can, lengthen out the body. Now, a favourite old school exercise for me. You're going to take your feet flat to the floor, knees up to the ceiling. Take your left foot, place it over the top of the right thigh, so that your left shin is parallel to the floor or to the ceiling, whichever you've got. Again, we're going to work on that sit-up hold. This time we've got the knee flexed, and so therefore the left hip slightly elongated and raised. As a result, the side tummy muscle is going to have to work to give us a bit of an oblique hold. We're going to hold that weight up again. Slow controlled movement, weights just above the chest. And feel those tummy muscles. Now, ironically, if you push that nice and straight over chest height, and you can keep this hold here, you might find the stretch or the strain is slightly more in the right side of the tummy muscles rather than the left. The idea behind that, in my opinion, is to do with connective tissue. So if the left hip is elevated, the right shoulder needs to be elevated a little bit more to compensate to balance. And as a result, the thoracic twists over, or to the midline from the right shoulder. It gives you some definition in turning through the internal external intercostals on the right hand side. Slowly drop yourself back out of that. That is an evil little exercise. We're going to do the same exercise here. Your choice of using the weights or not, but we're now going to start a little pulse movement to it. So we're going to stretch up and we're going to work those abs nice and strong. Again, pushing the weights up high towards the ceiling. Rotate and push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Changing the legs over, but before we do that, let's just do a little stretch out. So push the legs away, put your toes away, stretch your arms up overhead and reach back. And from here, we're going to walk our feet flat to the floor again, knees are up to the ceiling. This time we take our right foot over the top of our left thigh. Again, our right shin is going to be parallel to the floor, to the ceiling. And again, we're going to hold up through into a crunch. We're lifting those weights up high to the ceiling, just above our chest height. And we're going to feel the side of our tummy muscles working hard here. Okay, now raise up. Looking up high towards the ceiling. And then shoulder blades off the floor. Keep your chin up high, keep your chin back. Keep those abs in nice and tight. Shoulder blades off the floor, come a little bit higher if you can. Hold it there, keep going. We've got 8, 6, 4, 2, and rest. Slowly just dropping the arms out for a second. Drop the weights for a moment. Shake out the arms. Grab the weights again when you feel ready. Ready to go. So stretch and reach. Punching the weights up high to the ceiling. Let's crunch up and go. Final exercise here, team. Let's keep it working. 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. And rest. From there, rolling to your right side, pick up your left foot, take it into a low quad stretch. Keep a little gap between the knees for a nice big stretch in front of the thigh. Rolling over, changing legs. Picking the right foot up, taking it into a nice quad stretch. Bring your shoulders back, feel the opening up through the abdominal muscles. You might find a little bit of a stretch through the front of that hip flexor as well. And release. And rolling out. Take yourself through into standing. From there, hinging from the hips, hands on top of your thighs. Feel a nice big stretch all the way through the back of the legs. From there, slowly stand yourself up. Interlock the fingers, roll one way. Roll back the other way. Shake it out. Little tricep stretch. Left hand into the shoulder blades, elbow high. As always, if you did that live, give me a hashtag live. If you did it on replay, hashtag the replay. Give me as much information as you can. Let me know how you got on with that one. Shake it and swap it over. Great little workout. I enjoyed that. It's a great little session. As always, if I can help, please do get in contact. Let me know how I can help you. And from there, relax and grab your water. Cheers. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I really appreciate the time. Thank you for your training with me. And I'll see you again for the next one. Well trained. Cheers.